folks, it's Jeff here. Just a quick reminder, if you're loving Disney Coast to Coast, there are a couple of easy ways that you can support the show. We'd love it if you could rate and review us on iTunes, or wherever you listen to the show. This is a simple way to help other Disney fans find us. Also, go ahead and share your favorite episodes on social media and be sure to tag us. You can find all of our social media information at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. And finally, I just want to say thank you to all of you who listen every week. Your support is very appreciated, and we love that you're enjoying our Disney geekiness. Now on with the show.
Is your magic meter running low? Well, we've got a cure for you. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli, and in today's House of Mouse headlines, American Idol is heading to Aulani, we got some new news about upcoming Marvel attractions, and Magic Kingdom is testing out what they're calling a guest experience team. That and so much more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
Let's start this week over at the Disneyland Resort, where there's been an update to the Play Disney Parks mobile app. Each day you visit the park, you can collect one fortune and a piece of the fortune teller's story at both Esmeralda the Fortune Teller on Main Street, USA, and Fortune Red in New Orleans Square through the Play Disney Parks app without inserting a quarter. You can come back on another day to get another fortune and the next part of your story. Much like the current experiences with these fortune tellers, your fortune will be printed for you on a collectible card for a fun keepsake, plus your card will have the next chapter of your story. The fortune teller's stories obtained by you will also be digitally collected in the Play Disney Parks app to be able to enjoy anytime you choose. Or for those eager to get the next chapter of the story right away, you can choose to drop a quarter into the machine for an additional fortune and another part of the story that same day. There are 3 10-part stories at each machine. Of all things I've heard to come out of the Play Disney Parks app, this one intrigues me the most. I've seen these fortune tellers in Disneyland for many years, but I've never inserted a quarter. If I'm going to deposit a quarter into a machine at Disneyland, it's going to be for the Frontierland shooting exposition. In any case, I think that this is a super cool addition to the Play Disney Parks app, and it's certainly one that I'll try out. Now, if only the Play Disney Parks app would press my pennies for free. Also happening over at Disneyland, beware annual pass holders because some folks' annual passes have been revoked. Why, you ask? Well, it's been reported that Disneyland has been revoking the annual passes of guests buying exclusive merchandise and reselling it. Of course, park-exclusive merchandise is extremely popular, and most people don't live near a Disney park. So that means there are a lot of people out there who are willing to pay top dollar for this merchandise, whether through eBay or some other source. Well, Disney's not liking that so much. The annual pass holder agreement reads, benefits and discounts are for personal use only and may not be used for any commercial purpose, including, without limitation, to obtain or purchase items or services with the intent to resell such items or services. I personally don't disagree with this rule, but my major argument is the fact that Disney was often setting the limit for 10 of one item per annual pass holder. I'm sorry, but what exactly do you think people are going to do with 10 popcorn buckets? To me, this 10-item limit was simply encouraging this sort of activity to take place. From what I understand, Disney has since lowered the limit to 1 or 2 per guest in many cases. The folks who have had their annual passes revoked for 1 year are saying that it came out of nowhere and that they simply received a letter in the mail one day. If this is true, that seems rather absurd to me. A warning should have been issued, because like I said, Disney created this problem themselves with their 10-item limit. I don't care what the annual pass holder agreement says, I repeat, nobody needs 10 popcorn buckets for themselves. And the fact that that was ever an option is simply stupidity. Ladies and gentlemen, when you say Disneyland Park in 2019, one of the first things to pop into mind is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Well, according to theme park experts, the projected numbers for opening day go up to 200,000 people. I repeat, 200,000 people. Just think about the busiest, craziest day you've ever spent at Disneyland. Now, more than double that. If you suffer from FOMO, you're simply screwed in this case, unless you're willing to pay assumed astronomical prices for special preview events. I have an idea. Maybe I'll buy 10 tickets to a preview event and resell them at a higher cost. What could go wrong? There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. It was called the Avengers Initiative. That original idea has now evolved into a brand new global Avengers Initiative, one that brings us, the next generation of remarkable people, together. To find our power and become something more, to see if we can work alongside the Avengers so we may all become stronger together. The Stark Expo in Hong Kong was to be a first step, a world exposition whose theme of a better tomorrow today was meant to inspire and motivate through technological innovation. However, shortly after it opened, the expo was attacked by the forces of Hydra. When even more powerful forces threatened the entire planet, the Avengers realized that the Earth needs more heroes. So today, to better defend the planet, the Avengers are setting up new headquarters and technology sharing exchanges around the globe to empower and inspire all potential recruits willing to step up and become heroes. In California and Paris, Tony Stark is retrofitting two of his father's Stark Industries sites into new hubs for training and innovation. Through partnerships with S.H.I.E.L.D., Pym Technologies, Masters of the Mystic Arts, and the new Worldwide Engineering Brigade, the Avengers and their allies will forge new global campuses to champion the next generation of heroes. Who's ready to answer the call? In both Disney California Adventure Park and Disneyland Paris, guests will encounter the heroes in new and exciting ways, from the mystic arts of Doctor Strange to the gravity-defying feats of Spider-Man. Guests will also experience the latest in Pym technology with Ant-Man and Wasp, and be wowed as Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Captain America, and more leap into action on a moment's notice. Get ready to assemble alongside Earth's mightiest heroes to protect the world. Recruitment begins soon. Now let's head over to Walt Disney World, where a new team is being assembled, not the Avengers, called the Guest Experience Team. This is currently just a test, but I hope it's a successful test. The Guest Experience Team is there to help guests booking, modifying, and recovering FastPass Plus selections, as well as navigating the My Disney Experience app, plus deactivating and reactivating your Magic Band. In addition, they can help with recommendations for dining and rides, plus let you know about attraction wait times. You'll see these cast members wearing blue shirts with the Guest Experience Team logo, and they can be found around the Castle Hub and in various locations throughout the park. If there's one thing Disney does best, it's customer service, and this sounds like some fantastic customer service to me. I consider myself to be a very organized person and quite the planner, but even after numerous visits to Walt Disney World, I still have trouble navigating their app and dealing with fast passes. I welcome the Guest Experience Team to Magic Kingdom and hope to see the program expand. At Aulani Resort, they're ready to say a big aloha to ABC's American Idol. On his live radio show, On Air with Ryan Seacrest, the American Idol host shared exciting news that for the first time ever, the show will be heading to Hawaii to film its showcase rounds at Aulani, a Disney resort and spa. The music competition series will be back for its second season on ABC, premiering Sunday, March 3rd at 8 p.m. Ryan Seacrest, who has been with the franchise since its inception in 2002, will return as host, and this year the returning judges, music legends Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie, will be joined by radio DJ, comedian, and best-selling author Bobby Bones, who joins as the show's official in-house mentor. Forget auditioning to win American Idol, just audition hoping you get far enough along to get a free vacation to Aulani. Disney recently announced the animated classic Cinderella was added to the National Film Registry, a prestigious list of films known as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant and recommended for preservation. Other Disney films previously added to the registry include Steamboat Willie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, and Fantasia. There's a quote out there that says, "Pain is temporary, film is forever." Although I understand what the quote means, the reality is that it's just not true. Film deteriorates, technology advances, and sometimes works of art that feel forever simply aren't. They need to be restored and protected, so getting a film on the National Film Registry is a very good way to ensure that your movie really is forever. I wonder how long it'll be before Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is added to the registry. Mary Poppins Returns opens in theaters very soon, and it's already been nominated for 4 Golden Globe Awards, including nominations for Emily Blunt, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Best Original Score, and Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. You can see whether or not they win the Golden Globe Awards on TV on January 6th, and don't forget that Mary Poppins Returns hits theaters on December 19th. Pixar has announced the title of their next feature film. It's called Onward, and it will be featuring the voice talents of Chris Pratt, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Octavia Spencer, and Tom Holland. I'm really hoping that Tom Holland is allowed to use his natural accent for the film. I just love the way he speaks. Chris Pratt had this to say on his Twitter account, quote, "So thrilled to be part of this. I can't tell you much, but I will tell you this. When we visited Pixar to hear the pitch, I straight up cried. This one is next level. God willing, in about a year and a half, you'll be moved as well. We have a beautiful story coming your way." End quote. A Pixar movie that's gonna make us cry. I guess they're changing things up over there. Before we get going, guys, I gotta get to this week's Twitter poll where I asked you guys, how do you feel about World of Color Season of Light missing this holiday season at Disney California Adventure? Your options were, I forgot about it, I miss it so much, I prefer World of Color Winter Dreams, or just give me Paint the Night. In last place was I prefer World of Color Winter Dreams with 5% of the votes, followed by I forgot about it with 17% of the votes, and then 24% of you said, gimme Paint the Night, and a whopping 54% say, I miss it so much. Hopefully World of Color will be back up and running pretty soon with perhaps a new show. Now guys, don't forget, time is running out to order your Disney Coast to Coast 2019 calendar. It almost is a new year. If you want to get your calendar before Christmas, order it now. If you want to get it before January, order it now. Start the year off with a bang and enjoy the calendar all year long. You can do that over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com, where you can also find all of our social media. And don't forget to leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes to help other Disney fans find the show more easily. Now, this episode of Disney Coast to Coast was produced by Philip Elke, who has supported the show through Patreon. If you'd like to become a DCTC producer or gain other rewards, more information can be found at patreon.com/DCTC. I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday with the Season 5 finale of Disney Coast to Coast. I hope you guys tune in for that, but for now, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for watching Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePaoli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.